Okay, folks, here are some answers for 12.4, section 4 in chapter 12. We're trying to factor and solve, and I'm not really factoring right here, right? So why can I just take the square root of both sides on these kind of problems? It's because they do not have a linear term. A linear term looks like this right here with no squared on it and has a variable, okay? So when I scroll down here, let's see. That has a linear term, that has a linear term, that has a linear term. So I can't just take the square root of both sides. It's not going to help me out down here. So you can see I'm showing my factoring work right here. But when I come back to problem number 1 through, let's see, 4, I could really solve all of those by just taking the square root of both sides. The only thing I have to remember is I got to do plus or minus when I take the square root of both sides, and I get, plus or minus 6. So there's not a lot of work to show here. I'd like you to show the square root sign and try not to just skip right to this. But on these problems, they can go really quickly. If I take the square root of both sides right here, I get k plus 1 equals plus or minus 3, right? I'm going to scroll through here. I'm going to show you some work. And where you see like problem 8, I've got an arrow drawn over here, or even like problem number 2. I said, hey, look, the work is the same as problem number 1. So I just drew an arrow between here to show that your work hopefully looks like problem number 1's work. I don't really want you to do this on your worksheet. I don't want you to put, hey, the work's the same and just put a couple answers down. I need you to show the work like I'm showing here, okay? Or like number 9 through like, I don't know, number 16 or something. They all work the same way. We're going to move the 27 to the left side. We're going to subtract 27 from both sides. And then we're going to factor this x squared minus 6x minus 27 into x minus 9 to x plus 3. Okay. Then you say, hey, what's going to make this factor equal to 0? Well, if I put a 9 in for x, I'd have 9 minus 9. That's 0. So my solution is 9. I should have a parabola that's going through 9 on the x-axis and a parabola that's going through negative 3 on the x-axis, right? That's how they work for a while. Let me show you all the way down here to 14. And then you notice I don't have any more answers on my worksheet because it seems like, if you spent about a half an hour over the weekend, hopefully got down to number 14, you might have made it further. I'm just not going to show you the answers to these quite yet. We'll take some questions toward the end of the period on how to do some of these guys. And then I want you to try to tackle the backside of the worksheet. And before you leave, we'll look at the backside, like how do you know what the equation is going to be if you can just see a parabola, right? That's what they're asking us about on these problems. So, hey folks, do the best you can on the back of the worksheet. Some people are going to, look at it and go, oh, I know exactly what to do. Others are going to look at it and go, no idea. And then I'll help you out. All right. Hey, thanks for watching my video.